Unbelievable. Onaeze Indigbo demands 10 trillion naira compensation and public apology from Tinubu over the 1966 coup injustice. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for tuning in and listening to this headline that we got in this morning. As our headline for this morning says that unbelievable. Onaeze demands 10 trillion naira compensation and public apology from Tinubu over 1966 coup injustice. Well, the Apex Igbo Social Cultural Group Onaeze Indigbo has called on President Bola Tinubu to issue a public apology and pay 10 trillion naira in compensation to the Igbo people for the injustice they suffered following the 1966 coup and the Nigerian Biafra War. This demand comes after former military president General Ibrahim Babangida recently said in his book, A Journey in Service, that the 1966 coup was not an Igbo coup, as widely believed. Onaeze Indigbo believes this revelation corrects a long-standing historical misrepresentation that has contributed to the marginalization of the Igbo people. In a statement released by the Deputy National President of Onaze faction, Okechukwu Isizuru, emphasized that the apology and compensation were necessary due to the devastating impact of the coup and subsequent events. He noted that around 3 million Igbos people, mostly women and children, lost their lives during the Biafran War, and the trauma of that event still lingers. According to Isizuru, Babangida's statement should serve as a wake-up call for Nigeria to acknowledge the deep injustice committed against Igbo people. He urged President Tinubu to seize this moment to extend an official apology on behalf of the past military regimes, especially that of General Yakubu Gowon. Compensation and marginalization. Onaeze Indigbo insists that a demand for 10 trillion naira is not arbitrary but a symbolic recognition of the losses endured by the Igbo people. He argued that despite the end of the war decades ago, the Igbo continue to face systematic discrimination, including political exclusion and economic neglect. The statement pointed out several issues faced by the Igbo, such as the lack of functional international airports in the southeast, the closure of the Calabar seaport, and the implementation of discriminatory policies like the quota system, which limit opportunities for the region. Onaeze expressed gratitude to Babangida for his courage in setting record straight about the 1966 coup. They believe that this acknowledgement is crucial for justice and reconciliation. However, they also insist that beyond word, concrete actions must be taken to address the injustice in the past. The time has come for the true acknowledgement of these historical wrongs. For these historical wrongs, which can only be rectified through both repatriation and sincere apologies. The statement concluded. Well, as the debate over Nigeria history continues, it remains to be seen how the federal government will respond to Onaeze Indigbo's demand. And that was what I was said here concerning this headline today this morning, which says here that Onaeze Indigbo demands 10 trillion naira compensation and public apology from Tinubu over the 1966 coup injustice. And what, of course, yes, of course, you're ready for me this morning. If you're not a subscriber, the best you can do right here, right now, is to tap that subscribe button, yeah, with the notification bell. So anytime of any new video, you'll be the first to get notified about it ASAP. Onaeze Indigbo demands a 10 trillion naira compensation and public apology from Tinubu. Wow, I mean, this is what, since Babangida wrote his autobiography and said that the 1966 coup was Igbo coup, and some people are saying that it's not Igbo coup. It was that the Igbos that were even fighting, they were fighting with some Hausas. Like it was generally just a military coup. Well, after so much review, fight, argument, and this, it was later said that it was not an Igbo coup, that it was just a military coup. Yes, it was just a military coup that caused the Biafran civil war. And the United Igbo, yes, has called on the president of Nigeria, Tinubu, to issue a public apology and pay 10 trillion naira. Wow, 10 trillion, no be billions or no be millions, 10 trillion naira in compensation to the Igbo people for their injustice because they suffered following the 1966 coup and the Biafran civil war. It was from the 1966 coup that caused the Biafran civil war, and it's telling Tinubu that if you still have any love for the Igbo people, if you just have heart entirely, just pay that money because of the suffering that these people suffered there. Like even the effect of that war is still lingering today. In some areas of the Igbo land, you can still see scars of that war. Well, this demand comes after a former military president, Ibrahim Babangida, recently said in his book, A Journey in Service, that the 1966 coup was not an Igbo coup, as widely believed. And Onaeze Indigbo believed this revelation corrects a long-standing historical misrepresentation that has contributed to the marginalization of the Igbo people. That's the point. The 1966 cube was not an Igbo cube. It was not an Igbo cube. That means anybody saying that it was an Igbo cube, the person does not, maybe the person did not go to school very well and read his histories very well. Yes, maybe the person did not go to school very well and read the history very well. Well, the statement released by the Deputy President of Onaze, Okechukwu Isizuru, emphasized that the apology and compensation were necessary due to the devastating impact of the cube and the subsequent event, which is true. I mean, the effect of the cube and the Biafran was still is like we can still see the effect today, and it's telling me that at least compensate the Igbo people with this. I mean, can you even believe that a region just like the Southeast does not even have an active airport or an active seaport that goes international, and it doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make any sense that anything like this is happening. Indigbo just is saying in summary is that the Tinubu and his led administration should recognize that the Igbo people is as much importance as the southwest and northern part of the country. That is why they told Tinubu and his presidency to pay 10 trillion naira in compensation to the Igbo people. 10 trillion naira compensation and a public apology from Tinubu. Yes, 10 trillion naira. Well, Onaze Indibo expressed gratitude to Babangida for his courage in setting the record straight about the 1966 coup, and they believe that this acknowledgement is crucial for justice and reconciliation. However, they also insist that beyond word, concrete action must be taken to address the injustice of the past. That is it. You have said it. Everybody has said it. That fine, it's not an Igbo coup, but this matter is beyond words because people were killed back in those days. Concrete matters. I mean, we must take action to say at least we are sorry for the things we've done in the past, and you understand. It is time for us to acknowledge these historical wrongs, which can be rectified through both repatriation and sincere apology. That is what Onaje Indigo said. All what they want in summary is the president to just and the whole of Nigeria to just apologize for labeling it as an Igbo cube, for labeling it as an Igbo cube, and at least to say we are sorry for the mass numbers of Igbos that were killed at that particular point in time. What do you guys think? Tell me. In summary, what do you guys think? Drop a comment in the comment section. And don't forget to leave a like on this video. Then tap the subscribe button. Yes, be good on with the notification bell so that anytime I have a new video, you'll be the first to get notified about it. Once again, thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day ahead of you.